Hello everyone. Most people only use a spoon at the dinner table, but this one has another purpose that may surprise you. With a few simple steps, you can turn this ordinary spoon into a useful tool for working on metal. Today, I will share how to transform it into something practical you can make right at home, using basic tools you already have. Start by clamp the spoon tightly in a vise. Make sure it cannot shift while you work. Grab a hammer and begin tapping along the marked edges. Hit slowly and use controlled strikes. Bend the sides of the spoon head upward until they form a squared shape. Keep checking the angle as you go. You want the spoon head to look like a shallow square cup. Adjust the handle so it sits at a right angle to the spoon head. Take your time here. A clean bend makes the final tool stronger and easier to use. If you've tried something similar or have your own useful technique, post it in the comments so others can use it too. Cut off the extra length of the spoon handle using a cutting tool. Remove any sharp corners or extra metal around the edges. Use a metal file and smooth every cut surface. File until the edges feel safe to touch. Drill one small hole through the handle. This hole will help mount the spoon onto the wooden block later. Prepare a small wooden block about 4 by 7 centimeters. Drill one hole straight into the center of the thickness of the wood. Drill a second hole from the side so it meets the first hole at a right angle. These two holes create a path for the wire. Flip the block around and place the spoon against the wood. Mark the spot where the spoon handle hole lines up. Drill a matching hole through the edge of the wood so you can attach the spoon with a screw. Cut a shallow groove connecting the drilled holes along the side of the wood. This groove will hold the wire neatly and keep it from moving. Test fit the wire into the groove. It sits perfectly snug, with no looseness or movement. Take a piece of string and feed it through the two connected holes. Carefully use a bent steel rod like a small hook to pull the string through. After that, strip the insulation off the end of the wire to expose clean copper. Tie the end of your copper wire to the string and pull it through until the wire runs cleanly inside the block. This is a small trick, but it works extremely well. Lay the wire into the groove you cut. Push it down so it sits flat. Press the spoon into position against the wood block. Run a screw through the spoon handle hole and tighten it into the wood. Make sure the spoon handle touches the copper wire firmly. That metal-to-wire contact matters. Attach a blue alligator clip to the other end of the wire. Work slowly and connect the wire firmly to the alligator clip. Wrap the joint with rubber insulation so no bare copper stays exposed. A tight connection matters because it keeps the current stable and prevents sudden sparks or weak contact during the engraving process. Grab another wire, preferably a brown one so it stays easy to identify. Take two red alligator clips and connect one clip to each end of the wire. Strip a small section of insulation off both ends first, just enough to expose clean copper. Slide the copper into the clip opening and tighten it down firmly so it does not slip. Make sure the metal jaws bite directly onto the copper, not onto the insulation. Give each clip a light tug to confirm it holds tight. A solid connection here, helps keep the current steady and safe during use. Bring over a 12-volt lead-acid battery. Stop here and focus on safety. Clip the blue alligator clip onto the negative terminal of the battery. Clip the red wire onto the positive terminal. Pick the metal object you want to mark, such as a hammerhead. Clean the surface first so the stencil sticks properly. Place your design stencil onto the metal and press it down flat. Use tape to seal around the edges so the stencil stays tight and does not shift. Wrap and cover the surrounding metal areas tightly with tape. This helps keep the current focused only on the stencil area. It also prevents dark stains from spreading outside the pattern, so the final engraving looks clean and sharp. Wrap the tip of the spoon with a small piece of denim. This helps hold moisture and spreads contact evenly. After that, grab a small plastic bowl. Fill a bowl with clean water, add salt, and stir until the salt dissolves. This salt water will act as the electrolyte for the marking process. Stir well until the salt fully dissolves. This is the moment of truth. Bring the hammer over, clip the red alligator clip onto the metal hammerhead. Make sure the clip grips bare metal, not paint. Dip a paper towel into the salt water and dab it onto the stencil area. Dip the denim-wrapped spoon tip into the salt water as well. Press the spoon down firmly onto the stencil area. Hold for a second, lift it, and press again. Repeat this motion several times. After several presses, the marked area begins to darken. That color change shows the process works. Once the design looks clear, disconnect the battery clips immediately, remove the stencil, and wipe the surface clean. Use sandpaper to polish the area lightly and remove residue. After that, use a grinder carefully to smooth the surface and bring out the final contrast. Work slowly so you do not erase the design. When you finish, the hammer shows a clean printed mark, and the homemade spoon tool works exactly as planned. If you have your own design ideas or improvements for this tool, share them in the comments so everyone can learn from you.